team is banning.
Welcome everyone. Good evening. We're really sorry for the delay, and it's been a long delay to be honest. And thanks a lot for your patience. You've all been sticking out there waiting for us to
Your
go live
team is
today.
banning.
We, the monthly playoffs presented by Colt Esports Management Casters, are finally here with you to present you the first match of the evening, which is going to be between Team Rayuga Esports
Your
and Team
team is
Sins.
banning.
This match will be casted by me, that is Kadiet, and my co-caster, Crunchy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. As Kadiat said, this match is going to be between Rayuga and Sins, and I'm honestly really hyped for it. Both teams have shown their potential in the upper brackets when they had played, and now we will get a chance to see their abilities on full display. That was just a tutorial. Now it's the real match. Rayuga put up a great match against Sub Dragons in the upper brackets, and Sins also had a great match. Now, I honestly don't really know which side to support. But instead of talking about that, I guess I should talk about the draft. You know, they've locked in Xborg from the side of Rayuga, and Sins have locked in that Paquito and Balmon. Really good fighter picks coming for the first few rounds of the pick. Skadiat, back to you. What do you think about these picks for now?
Decent picks coming from both the sides, but to be honest, Silverhawk, man, ban that Chow for Silverhawk. You don't want that. You don't want that hero on Silverhawk. He can literally almost solo carry your team, that too against the mighty Sub Dragon. So I want to see his full gameplay in this match as well. While Kufra as well as Kaja being locked in by Rayuga Esports. Smart picks coming from both the sides. They're picking in the meta heroes, Kaja, Xborg. Both of them are insane in their lanes. Xborg, you can just put him in the jungle as well. Kaja is being played as the mage role, but I personally do not
Your
prefer
team
Kaja
is
into the
banning.
mid lane. That's personal preference though. Just I feel like because of the cooldown of his ultimate is actually way too high. I would want Kaja on the gold lane so that he can get his items quickly, rotate towards the team fights, and get his damage in. Louis secured by Team Sins as the third
Your
pick. Crunchy, what
team
do you
is
have to say about
banning.
that?
I mean, Louis is really a solid hero in the current meta. If the Louis player is efficient enough and has the mastery over the hero, then they can do the double passive and even triple passive proc if they get that assistance from their support. Louis is quite bursty. The moment she gets two items, she can be one shotting or two shotting your enemy. Jungler, the enemy mage, any squishy heroes just dead meat in front of Louis. But she is gonna be kind of struggling against that Kaja if he happens to target her, because Kaja is just gonna flicker in or maybe just go into dash into the Louis, and she's basically dead. She's not gonna be able to put up much of a fight. But other than that, she's gonna be able to deal with that Kufra and the X-Borg relatively with ease till they get that Athena's. And there we go, guys. We are gonna be seeing Silverhawk in that show. I kind of feel like that Kufra was picked just to make sure that no Kufra is picked to counter his show.
Possibly. That surely could be a possibility. Okay, so Chow is going to be in the EXP lane, Kaja for the gold lane, YVE, that is E for the mid lane, Xbox as the jungler. They're going with a very solid draft, I must say. They've got the early game, they have got the mid game as well as the late game, Cho and Kaja. They're gonna one shot those squishies. While looking at the side of Sins, they go with the Paquito, a decent side laner in the early game and a strong one in the mid and late game, while Palmont is just extremely annoying all throughout. Early game, his damage, late game, his sustain. That's
True,
just
true.
out of the league. Combined with the Louis Yin Yang in the early game and the absurd burst damage and the Belleric. He's going to be tanky, but I would have preferred some other tank in place of Belleric in this match.
Or
I
maybe even a
guess,
support.
yeah, maybe even a supporter, something like Diggy to counter the Kufra. But
True.
nonetheless,
Biggie could have been
Saber,
really good here.
yeah, Saber as the jungler for since it's gonna go for those easy pickoffs. I have an announcement to make everyone. It's yeah, okay. Here it is where it is. I just forgot. Yes, subscribers, all the subscribers, all the people who have subscribed to our channel, the YouTube channel, will get a special role in the Discord server, and they're gonna receive updates 24 hours faster than the non-subscribers. So all the subscribers just log on to a Discord, just log into the server, and you're gonna get that special role automatically, and you'll be getting those updates 24 hours before everyone else. So you have to make sure that you click on that subscribe button to get this perk, get the best out of this perk. And as soon as the draft has already ended, you guys would have already gotten those links to the votes. Please choose your favorite team. Do you think Ryuga will win this match, or is it going to be Sins who are gonna knock out Rayuga Esports? We'll have to see to that as we are in the land of Dawn. Early aggression, very aggressive Kufra gameplay coming crunchy.
True, true. As you said, guys, do like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Man, I couldn't go without saying that. But that Kufran show did play it out very aggressively on that top side of the jungle. They went right into the enemy's territory and completely interrupted his farm over there. But you can see a play being made in the top lane as the first blood secured onto the show by the side of that Saber. Silverhawk not looking too good, as you can see some odd away skirmish as Louis instantly takes out that Kupra's armor. Belric looking low and Kupra as well, but this time around it shall be the Kupra that falls as Belric just manages to flicker out barely with a sliver of HP. Easy turtle, maybe an easy turtle coming in for this side of Sins. They have the setup, they have the kills, and that team fight was pretty well played out by them. Good rotation, good ganking, and I guess the turtle should be secured anytime now, and the retribution coming in to take that. Game seems to be paused, so I'll give it back to you, Skid.
Technical issues, man. Technical issues. I really hate that whenever that happens. But then again, we can't really question that since we want a totally fair gameplay. We want a picture perfect gameplay for both the teams. So we've actually got decent amount of time to talk about the draft yet again. As we just saw in those early skirmishes, how Sins were the ones dominating team Rayuga Esports. Yes, there was the absence of Chow, but then again, the yin yang damage that was displayed by Louis plus those swords of the saber, his skill one swords. They actually managed to get the kill on the Kufra at that point. And Xbox had to retreat as well, while Beleric flickered out in extremely low HP. This clearly shows that the early game currently is favoring Sins just because of the presence of that Louis and the passive of Belric that actually what do we say, combos well with the Louis' insane damage. What do you think?
Honestly, about the draft, I bet you're pretty happy seeing your wet dream Kaja gold lane instead of mid lane.
Yeah, absolutely, I am. As soon as I saw the YBE pick, I was like, yes, Kaja's in the gold lane, perfect.
Yep. Like the Kaja on the gold lane has so much potential compared to mid, The mid lane, he just suffers from an overall, lack of DPS, and his ultimate has such a high cooldown. But on the moment you send him to the side lane, it just redefines that entire lane for who is on the opposing side. Anytime in the lane, he may just ult you and flicker into his turret, just dragging you into it. Or there may be a gank in the bush, and normally people would be playing safe into ganks, but a Kaja can just walk up to you and just outright burst you down. So it's such a big threat. And guys, by the way, I need to take the time to say this, but Rayuga is lagging. They do have that network issue, so it shall be a rematch. You can see that concession, but do stick around because the match will be rehosted and we will have a fresh. I'm assuming we will have the same draft, but this shall be started all over again.
Absolutely same bands, same picks. Draft will totally be the same. We'll be back right again within a few minutes. So stay tuned, everyone, as we're going to re-host this match, and we will be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Another apologies for the delay, but we are back again, and it's going to be Rayuga Esports on the blue side up again, since on the red side. We're going to witness yet another interesting match as Silverhawk is on that show, and we know how well he did in the match against Sap Dragons. You know, some matches, some players, they just always remain in your head no matter what, and Silverhawk's show is one of them. Don't you agree, Frenchy?
Man, yeah, you're totally right. He put on such an impressive gameplay versus Sub Dragons. I was in awe. Like that KD he had that game was the same KD you normally get on your your average jungler, your average carry hero. But this is a show, man. Huh. That was just a pog moment when he played his show out. And you can see now in the mid lane somewhat of a skirmish, but in the top lane, Kaja and Balman just playing the poke game, dealing damage to each other while trading damage to themselves. And meanwhile, something of a engage from the show. Kufra has managed to land a stun onto the Luyi, but she instantly flickers out. No casualties yet. No proper engages because both teams, I guess, know each other's potential. Oh, look at that! The passive proc by Louis onto that Kufra, that diversion is going to be dealing a lot of damage. Something seems to be forming on the top lane. Looking at it, the Saber is pretty close to that Kaja over there. I'm not really sure if Kaja wants to be in that bush, but it seems that the Saber's backed out this time around. Turtle seems to be spawning now. What do you think will be the outcome of this turtle fight, Scared?
Mm, just as we saw the early aggression in the previous, uh, what do we say, previous match that was actually called off because of the ping issues, we saw that since they were the ones who were winning those early skirmishes, and I personally feel like that could not be possible for now. Belric has used up his flicker already. There's the first blood. Silverhawk coming in yet again. The real world manipulation landing in on the perfect position. Jabbing away will be Paquito from the ultimate range of YBE. But still, the turtle is ready to be caught. With the lethal counter stealing, the turtle Kaja goes in with the flicker divine judgment, but no proper follow up. Kufra with a very good tyrant's rage, but will be heavily punished for that by the triple sweep as well as cyclone sweep. But Cho coming in as well with another double kill. That guy just never stopped. Might be possible for us to see his triple for now, as Paquito is extremely low. He goes in. Not a triple kill, but a mega kill for sure. 4 kills for Rayuga, 4 kills for Silverhawk. Crunchy. This guy is putting on a show yet again.
Man, this was quite a sight to see. That turtle seal from Balman using that lethal counter was really amazing. But you could see that the setup given by Kufra and the follow-up by Xborg was also equally good. There were casualties on both sides, but it seems despite the turtle seal, the ones on top seem to be Rayuga for now. Somewhat of a skirmish on bot lane as that Cho manages to use that Way of the Dragon, getting that Paquito instantly. Man, that show's damage is constantly scaling. Silverhawk again putting another show as he manages to get the bot lane turret tier 1 down. Somewhat of a skirmish might be developing as Belric tries to use his vines to get someone caught out over there in the top lane. Xborg looking to contest this lethal. Kufra loading up that tyrant's revenge, but not yet. He realizes that it's not really the time to engage yet. Seems to be that. Oh, Beldrick caught out over there by a lot of skills. Real world manipulation used, but he does have that flicker, so he will be able to escape this time around. Paquito seeming to make that rotation. He's not really concerned about his lane, but as you can see, that mid lane turret is a priority. Turtle has spawned in the top lane, so somewhat of a skirmish there. As look at that, the Saber from the side of Sins has been taken down. Cho looking to make another play. As you can see, the Louis has been landed. The Way of the Dragon on Silverhawk. What is he doing? He's getting so many people caught out. This is just a GG. Man scared. What an insane play. Am I right?
Did you see that zigzag moment to counter the Paquito? But we'll talk about that later as the ultimate of Belric has been used, stopping in 4 people. But Xbox will still land in this lasting insanity with Chow getting the godlike yet another kill. This guy is insane. 7 kills out of 8. He's already has his blade of despair up. Legendary. No way. How can someone play like this? Insane. Getting in early kills, getting in that goal, and as soon as he's got that items, he knows his potential. He knows he can actually one shot even the fighters of the enemy. Absolutely out of this world.
Man, like Silverhawk and that show is really getting goaded this game,
You know, if
isn't it?
yeah, if teams in the future do not ban that show, man, seriously, they're gonna have it, and they're gonna have it real bad.
But I do wonder what this pause has been called for. It has been called by the opposing team, which is since this time around. So maybe it's this time it's probably they have a severe issue this time with the current host. I don't know.
I guess they just want to re-strategize for now because it's 9-1 and show is going 8-0. A strong 8-0. It's just 5.5 minutes. He's already got his blade of despair up and is running for the endless battle. Therefore, they would even I would want to just pick up a pause at this situation because I want to break the streak of that show real bad. But it's the goal difference is for 4K for now. Yes, it is humongous, but since have the Louis, they have the Saber. They can still go in for those pickoff, for those ganks, or those special setups because diversion. If you she can actually get in a very good surprise diversion behind the Rayuga Esports, and that can be extremely lethal for their side. And since can actually go in and make those outplays, I would be looking forward for them. Plus, Saberman, all he needs to do is just put in one triple sweep and just one yin yang from Louis, and it's going to be it for Cho. Because we know that even though Chow has got insane damage, he is then yet again squishy. He's gotten those dashes, the Jeet Kundo, the Shunpo, but he still can be taken care of as we were seeing in the last night Saab Dragon versus Rayuga's match. He was almost finished off by the Kagura. So I'm not keeping that thing out of the possibility.
Man, but look at those moves, man. He's going for the recall taunt for that true damage on the players of Synth in real life. Pretty amazing shots used by him over there. I've gotta say.
All right. This time, I guess Sins are the ones who are facing the lag issues, and I personally feel like they're gonna get the restart after that. We'll talk about that later. Since Kaja has gotten a beautiful divine judgment with Kufra with his tyrant's rage on the saver, 2 for 0 trade for now in favor of Team Rayuga Esports.
Man, this is just a one-sided demolition by them. This show has not really done much in the recent 1 minute except push, but his team has gotten fed enough from what he has set up for them from the early, and now they're just look at that wave dragon landing on the Belgic as he goes down legendary for the side of Silverhawk on his show as his team just goes berserk onto the enemy team since taking another one down. Look at Rayuga taking another one down as Sins lose another member. Paquito going down this time around. And you can see this is going to be an easy total contest for Rayuga again.
Absolutely. Can you take over for a minute? I'll be back.
Sure. Guys, so Scared will be taking a break, just to, just see, he's just gonna see what the situation is right about now because there was a pause called in by since they might be having some issues. Belric is not really able to do much. You can see there again the wave to dragon. But it's they get the reverse sweep, they get the return kill, but Eve going in onto that saber with the real world manipulation, getting that kill. Again, Balman did try to get in some damage over there, but he was quickly disengaged by that Kufra. Blurry face on that Kufra is really not letting anyone touch his Eve. That Eve has got the best, one of the best tanks in the game, just feeling for her, making sure. Oh, look at that divine judgment used by the Kaja. The flicker stands no chance at that counter as Louis goes down to that flicker divine judgment. What a GG play by that Kaja over there. You can see that around this time it's just a complete domination by Rayuga. Only one kill made by the side of Sins in the last few minutes, because they did have that one kill from the early game. But now, it's not really looking too good for Sins. They're low on goal. There's a huge gap. There's like 7K lead, which is insane if you consider that this match has only been going on for 9 minutes. You know, they've not even hit that 10-minute mark, and they've got such a humongous lead. Oh, look at that Tyrant's Revenge strikes rate used by that Kufra as the Eve uses the real world manipulation to get that siege gameplay. Belric going down once again. You can see, oh, the Louis getting that passive proc, but it shall be a concede from the side of Sins. Not really sure what it is about. I'm assuming it's a network issue, because I mean, I wouldn't concede a match just like that. Scared, I assume you've returned, so will you just give us a status update?
They actually asked for a restart right at second minute. They were told that they need to surrender before 5 minutes. After that, surrender option will not be available. It's 9.5 minutes when they've surrendered. We'll really have to see, because I highly doubt that Sins will be given restart at this point. Because you can go in for the surrender at 5 minutes, but it's 9.5 minutes already. 9.5. So that's actually way too much time. We'll be back with the update, guys. So just stay tuned to the stream. Please like it, share, and subscribe to the channel. And all the subscribers, you can join in our Discord server just to get updated 24 hours before of all the schedule. So please just tune into our Discord server as well. Make a visit and subscribe to the channel. That's extremely important for us, just so we can keep on bringing amazing tournaments like this for you. We'll be coming right back up in 5 minutes, so just stay tuned. All right, welcome back everyone. So it's actually been so delayed today's stream. We've had two restarts today, first from Rayuga, then from Sins, and now we're finally back. This time there are no more pauses available, no more restarts available. We're gonna witness this match continuously now until it ends. And then again, this match is going to be casted by me, Scared Yet, and my co-caster, Crunchy.
Man, so many restarts. I mean, we have to keep the scene fair, so I don't really mind personally. So, but I do hope that we won't run into any network issues or such anymore because it is getting a bit tiring. I guess for will be the third match. So they must. I mean, y'all must be pretty tired. I guess the poll has also been restarted. Like this is the third poll that we are having today. But guys, which team do you think will be winning this time around? I guess both are having pretty good things. We are in the land of dawn for now. You can see that pretty standard split. I guess they are changing their strategies all over again. But I guess we will be also seeing that early aggression coming from the side of Rayuga and since from the very beginning. You can see AXP lane, somewhat of a skirmish might happen since Kufra is using that. Oh, look at that. Pagito stepping right into the action with that double jab. And the Kufra seems to have revealed himself from the bush because Chu would have been slaughtered by that Pagito if not for that. You can see, oh, look at that. Belric lashing onto that Kufra, but it is swift disengage coming from both sides. Eve being left to her own devices in the mid lane, as she won't be able to contest that lethal wanderer this time around. Lot of action being seen in the first start of the game. Back to you, Skid.
Absolutely. It's been continuous. It's for the third time that we're seeing the same rotations coming in from both the teams, both the tanks on the EXP lane getting in their level twos very early. Litho Wanderer being secured by Lowy. And then again, early aggression. Like, I wouldn't say very early aggression now because we saw that in the previous two games, but that was because of the lag of the enemy team. Right now, let's see. Belric is in the mid side, so if any possible skirmish were to occur, it's gonna go against Team Rayuga. There are no early skirmishes going on. Turtle will be up in 15 seconds. Both the teams going in to set up near the turtle lane. For now, I think that it's just about the micros, how and which team actually goes in for the initiations, because both of them have decent amount of early damage. There comes in Saber with a triple sweep on the Cho. He will go away with his Shunpo and Jeet Kundo. It will actually save his life for now. That would have been very disastrous for him as he likes to be aggressive in the early game. Crunchy.
Hmm. Look at that. The Xbox has already started the total. Belric giving vision to his team. It's signaling to his allies that the total fight has already begun. We should be here to contest it. Look at that. Yin Yang proc by the low Yi, but it shall be to no avail as the total is secured by the side of Rayuga. Looking into the matchup, you can see that the goal difference has already appeared. 500 goal exactly. That's the amount Rayuga is currently leading by, which makes sense because they just secured the total. That is the amount of total goal the total gives. So they are up by that 500 goal. Meanwhile, not really much actions being seen now compared to in the early game. With all those skirmishes in the EXP lane, in the bot lane. But now we're just seeing
Oh,
much of a static map. Oh, what is this? What is this? Again,
oh,
we see Silverhawk going for those plays, but he also gets taken out by that triple sweep coming from that Saber combined with the diversion from Loyi. Pokido looking to get some action in onto the Kufra over there. Kufra getting that Tyrant's revenge, that Tyrant's rage, my bad. But he shall be taken down by the Pakido. Xborg, meanwhile, jumping into the action, taking out Loyi, but getting killed in return by that Balman. Lot of fights coming just as I was saying that the battlefield was getting a bit stale.
Absolutely. I personally feel like that Xborg actually used his lasting insanity for a little long duration. He could have just used his tapped his ultimate again to burst right away because the stacks on Louis were actually full and she was in the range at that time. And he could have used that dash to go through the wall towards his teammate. That would have actually helped him being staying alive. But look at Silverhawk, he's being targeted. That was a beautiful Shunpo coming in from him, immuning the crowd control of triple sweep. Perfect Chow gameplay coming in from Silverhawk. Did you?
Man, this guy just keeps impressing, man. He's not a letdown at all. You can see that his consistency is really something to be commended. Turtle has been spawned against, and both teams are in a good position to contest it. So I wonder which team will be getting it. Louis managing to land a diversion onto the Eve in the middle lane again. Turtle seems to be favored towards this side of Sins because you can see, oh, this triple sweep coming in from the Saber does it the job, but again, that Shinpur is really saving him time and again. Saber, since Saber has used this triple sweep, uh, again, since is at a disadvantage. Kufra loading up that Tyrant's Rage. He does manage to land it onto that Belric. Belric trying to get out of this situation he's found himself in, and he shall do so with relative ease because he does have that taunt, he does have that disengage. He just walked right out of there. But the turtle pit is now in total control of Rayuga. This time around, look at that time switch secured onto the Balman. Real world manipulation coming onto the turtle, but the turtle will be secured by the side of Rayuga despite that lethal counter. Xbox looking a bit in trouble, but he will be able to disengage safely from the Saber. Triple's not going to be able to do much this time around. Back to you, Scared Man. A lot of action being seen this time around.
Absolutely. The two times Silverhawk actually immune the crowd control from the Saber. But look at the way the dragon in the bottom side. He might secure a kill, but the heavy left punch comes in to give the shield to Paquito, saving his life at this point. He shouldn't put the knockout strike by Paquito, and Paquito used his heavy left hand, heavy left punch, or whatever that skill name is. I just know that it's left, something heavy left. He used that to actually survive in from the penetration that was coming in from Josh Shunpo. That was really good coming in from both of these players. Look at that. We can see skirmish yet again. Meanwhile, top lane Kaja was shut down by Balmond as well as Saber, but there's no triple sweep for Saber for now. They might even go for the turret right away. Xbox has defended the turret using the retribution. Balmond is extremely low. Real one is coming into effect, and he's gonna secure the kill with his lasting insanity. Chow looking low in the bottom side will not go in for any engage on the Paquito.
Man, that was again a wonderful team fight in the top lane. But you know what, man, Scared? I really need to know why that skill is called heavy left hand, man. That's kind of sus, you ask me.
I guess Paquito is a lefty
Hmm, I see.
and single.
Oh, you can see the Tyrant's Rage. There we go. With that Saber being taken down in the mid lane by that Eve. Lot of damage coming from her this time around. Xborg, meanwhile, getting a lot of damage with his skill. Look at that. Louis' ultimate teleporting her down to the bot turret, but it shall not, it's to no avail as Show manages to get it safe and sound. Oh, look at that, the flicker and the way of the dragon. Choose with the recall taunt. That's really a good TikTok coming in from Silverhawk right there. Real world manipulation used by that Eve. But look at that, the Paquito and the
Oh,
Belric really trying to put in the case. But Tyrant's Rage coming in from Kufra. GG. Look at the place coming in, man. Really great use of ultimates from the side of Rayuga. The skill just come back to back. Way of the Dragon, real world manipulation, and the Titan's Rage. Really just a non-stop slaughter for the side of since they're really suffering from their lack of cyclable skills or setting ultimates except for that Saber and that Beldrick. So now it looks like Rayuga has taken control of this entire battle, but they do not really have a solid lead in terms of the turrets. They just have two, and they have also lost two. So it this matchup could go either way since do have a lead in the push. So back to you, man, scared.
Absolutely, I would agree with you on all those points. Like, I'm gonna use my trademark line, and that I totally agree. For now,
Totally agree. So you
yes,
totally do not disagree.
yeah, exactly. That's another way of putting it. For now, the goal lead is favoring Rayuga 3k up. They are up by 3 kills as well. Even the turret advantage of 1. They're doing it. They're taking the game at a very good pace, slowly and steadily getting that show farm. But look at the bottom side. It has been taken down by Paquito and Saber, while as well as Belric were there. And looking at the top side, this time it's going to be Balmond who's going to get caught in the way of the dragon. Silverhawk with the killing spree. That was a massive ultimate by Kufra. And they're going to take down the top lane tier 2. Meanwhile, mid lane tier 1 will also be taken care of. Kaja will secure a great shutdown on the Louis. Saber will have to retreat as this. There's no ultimate for Chow available yet, but still Saber had to retreat because his triple sweep was also used up during the previous skirmish. But the Chow has massive damage. Did you see? He almost took down half
Man,
of the HP.
yup, that was definitely a sight to behold. But you know what I've noticed, in normal rank games, mages are a force to be reckoned with, because you don't have these picks like Saber, Kaja, open during rank games, because you have that tree band. But oh, look at that! Meanwhile, the Tyrant's Rage used by Kufra to secure that Saber in for a good set, but he will be able to dash right out.
Oh,
Real world manipulation does manage to take that Louis this time around, but you can see that Rayuga, they're really taking the bull by the horns. They're taking these engages, these team fights. You can see that the mid lane turret looks to be falling down this time. Tier 2 going down to the side of Rayuga. Really good in engages. But as I was saying, in rank games, these picks like Saber Kaja, who turn these mages into instant ramen in a matter of seconds. They're banned out, but in custom games you just have two bans, so you don't have much Lord contest going. Well, triple sweep coming onto the Eve. She gets taken down by the Belric. Lord has been secured by Stitch. They get no steal. The Wave to Shag gets secured onto Balmond. Kufra does manage to take him down. Flicker coming in by Silverhawk. Louis getting that diversion. Kufra looking to get a play inside the bushes, but he's not really able to. He knows his team is not up for a contest, not up for an engage. That Lord Steel was devastating. They've lost the Lord. They've lost that momentum. They've really lost a lot of that lead. They were leading by 7k, but now it's just 3. Since has really bridged the gap. They just went from outright losing the game, losing in terms of turrets, losing in terms of gold, to making quite a decent, comeback. But the Lord has been taken down, so their advantage is instantly neutered. It's cut at the buds. It's just negated by the side of Rayuga, because their teamfight potential is really insane with that Eve and Kufra setting up with that show.
absolutely. For now, Rayuga are leading. Then the turret advantage of 2. They've got the goal lead of 4k. And that massive Lord Steal coming by Balman. That too with his skill 1, the dash. He secured the Lord with his dash, not even his lethal counter. And that was a major mistake by Saurav not getting in the retribution on time. But Saber, meanwhile, will be taken care of by Kaja. That divine judgment, man. If Kaja's in the bush and Saber walks in, Saber's dead. If Saber is in the bush, Kaja walks in, Kaja is dead. But if it's like a clean 1v1 fight where both of them can see each other, it's going to be always Saber who wins that skirmish. Looking at the bottom side, we might see a possible setup. Paquito has absolutely no idea what trouble he's going to walk into. Belleric as well as Louis coming in. Okay, she did use a skill one. There is the conceal real world manipulation coming in right on time. Cho will finally be shut down, but YBE will take care of Louis. Pakito falls as well. Belleric is the only survivor. Saber coming in with his triple sweep. YB secures the kill on the Belleric, but was that too much to ask for? Saber will have to retreat for now. Kaja is there. YBE might go in for bait. Can no. Saber's not taking it. Saber is not taking it. Crunchy.
Man, the Saber really has that map presence, and that map awareness to know that the Kaja might be looking for a play to be made, and that Eve, there's no way an Eve will position that badly, So it was definitely a bait, and Saber did not bite. It was really well played by him. He did have the awareness. He did have the self preservation to not go for that Eve. He could have just dashed in, gotten that triple sweep, but he knew exactly what Rayuga were up to over there. A lot of these kinds of bait plays made by Rayuga inside these turtle fights, these engagements. And aside from that, just set up triple sweep coming in onto Silverhawk for the second time. He's been taken down by that Saber. It's hard to really react with Shunpo when you don't know that the triple sweep is coming in. You can't really Shunpo when there's no Shunpo, or you can Shunpo when there's no vision. There you can see, meanwhile, Saber securing the Lethal Wanderer. That'll really be monumental in setting up for the Lord, which will be coming in half a minute. Actually, under half a minute. Kofra seems to be a bit overexcited over there. The enemy team has full vision of his location. There's triple stream coming in onto the Eve by that Saber. She almost got taken down, but you can see that she is building a bit of a tanky build. That classic brute force blend split coming on. Oh, look at that Kaja, kind of in trouble there, but the Eve, look at that, the legal manipulation really coming in clutch for her team as she takes everybody down in that top side. GG, well played by her, honestly, over there. Look at that, the Lord contested coming in hard for the side of Rayuga. They have completely dominated the side of Sins in that team fight. Louis might be looking to make a play sooner or later. She does have that ultimate. She is holding on to it for now, so I guess not. Balman is going to be trying to get a lethal counter, but that Divine Judgment coming out from the Kaja will prevent him from doing so. Complete zone out from the side of Rayuga. They really zoned out that Balman out from getting a Lord Seal over there. They didn't want a repeat of last time, but meanwhile, Saber getting that sneaky third push onto the bot side, but at what cost? Since the Lord has already been secured by the side of Rayuga, are going to really be suffering since they're down to just inhibitors on both the top and mid sides. Man, this is really good. This game is looking to be in its final stages, isn't it, Scared?
Absolutely. Lord will be marching down the top lane since are down to the inhibitors, just the bottom lane tier 2 remaining, which is going to be taken care of by Silverhawk sooner or later. Now, the only thing that matters right now is how well Rayuga manages their wave. They want all their waves to crash at the inhibitors at the same time, but I don't see that happening for now. It's just the mid and the bot one, which will be taken care by since fairly easily. Lord is still marching in the top side. Uh, but they messed up in the wave management, else they would have actually managed to secure at least two inhibitors. Right now, Lord will be taken down quite easily. It all depends on how well Kufra sets up. Let's see if he goes for it. And he goes for the Tyrant's Revenge. Catches absolutely no one. Flicker, Tyrant's Revenge coming in beautifully on the Louis. She will be taken care of. Yes, that's it. Valmont going in the YBE directly, but it does not have enough damage. Look at the burst coming in from Xbox as well as Kaja, but the base will be taken down sneakily. Was that Silverhawk who took the base, Crunchy? Because I feel he's the only one who can come up with a sneaky play like that.
Man, I would like that to happen, but nah, it was the Lord that took the base down.
Oh, I
It's just the Lord.
see. Right, go on.
But like this was quite a good game coming in from Rayuga. Since they put up a really good fight, they're being good sports, just commending their opponent for the game the show they put on, the game they gave. But I've gotta say, man, the Saber was making a lot of plays. Pakito was putting up a good fight against Silverhawk on his OP show in the bot lane, and Belric was really getting those sets in or during the entire match. He was actually responsible for quite a load of the DPS as well. Getting a lot of his passive procs really helped out for the entire team. It helped the team's DPS, but meanwhile Rayuga were just unstoppable. They Eve totally outdrafted stuff like the Louis and the Balman from the side of Sins. And meanwhile they did secure that Kaja, did secure that Xborg, and no one can forget Silverhawk on his show. Meanwhile, Blurryface really putting up a good show on his Kufra with all the setups. This was just a good game from every single angle you viewed from. Man, really, just GG.
Absolutely. I can't even figure out any faults on the itemization as well. It's just that I want to say that Balmond could have arguably gone for a cursed helmet, which would have actually helped him in the DPS. But then again, he needed the Athena as well as Brute Force Breastplate. Brute Force Breastplate is something I feel like he could have changed. But then again, the mobility, the movement speed from its passive, as well as the defenses that stack up, it actually helps quite. It helps a lot. So I can't even figure out any problems with the itemization as well. Plus, Balman did steal the first Lord from right under the noses of Rayuga Esports. So that's one thing as well. That's gonna be the first match of the evening, guys. We're gonna have only two matches tonight, as we are delayed by a lot of time, and the first match was actually restarted twice. So we're gonna have the last match of the evening in a few minutes. So stay tuned.
When the body suffers, your team is banning.
Good evening, guys, and welcome back. This is the second and the final match of the evening tonight. It's gonna be between Team Symphony and Team Miyabai. You're watching the Colt Esports Presents Monthly Playoffs Season 1, Day 7. This match will be casted by me, Scared Yet, and my co-caster, Crunchy. Now I've got a special announcement for you guys. The actual giveaway comment that you saw in the comments was just a test. We're gonna have the similar thing right now in between the match. You guys will have to choose a number between 60 to 70. The bot will give the instructions in between the match. It has not started yet. It will start between the match. So it's going to ask you to enter a number between 60 and 70. The bot will generate a random number, and the first person to guess the correct number will become the giveaway winner. Now I'm going to repeat it once again. It has not started yet. It will be started between the match. So make sure to keep on watching this match and be active in the comment section just so you can know when the Nightbot has asked you guys to guess the number. With that, let's jump right into the draft, Crunchy. What do you think about the draft up till now?
Draft up till now is pretty scarce. We only see the Saber and the Balman. Pretty standard picks as usual, you know. Saber, you don't secure him, and that's gonna be literally quite a pain for you to deal with throughout the rest of the game. You know, because Saber, he's just a pain with his triple sweep, just getting the enemy one-shotted in the matter of seconds. And Balman and Bharat as well, you know. Bharat actually gets countered by Balman pretty well, so this is quite a good move by Miyabai coming in right from the start. You know, they got that Balman and they got the Bharats instantly late after that, so that the Bharats doesn't get countered. So they're playing quite the good job game till now, but we'll have to wait and see what the picks from what the picks from both sides will be from now on. You can see the Veil has been picked. You know that knockup will be really monumental in stopping that Balvin from spinning, getting in his DPS. Meanwhile, S has been locked in to make sure that his backline stands a chance at surviving the lethal counter from Balvin. They're really showing their ability to draft right about now, because they picked his heroes such that, you know, Balvin won't even be able to have an easy time with them, even if he is a really broken hero. You know, this is going to be quite a pain for this team comp is going to be quite the pain for him to deal with. Don't you agree, Skate?
Absolutely, but yeah. But then again, Team Miyabai, they would need at least two squishy heroes for now because they have got early damage. And they've got absolutely insane early damage, but they need someone to carry them in the late game. Something like a Lunux, something like any marksman, any late game marksman, like a Claude or a 1-1 for the goal lane, or they can go in for what are the other marksmen for the goal laners? I kind of forgot. Main important marksman that can actually stand in the goal lane, like Brody, Beatrix, 1-1, Claude. They need something like that. That because they do not have any late game damage for now. They have banned in the Sun. That's a very good ban because Sun counters Barats really, really hard in the late game, and it counters Balmond as well. Even in the Cyclone sweep, Sun with a Vorax Corrosion Sight and a Demon Hunter Sword will easily melt down the Balmond. Johnson has been secured by Miyabai. That's just next level tanky team, Crunchy. They've got a Balmond. They have got Barats. They have got Jawhead. And now they're going for Johnson. Oh, they want to go for the Euroditio? Crunchy.
Hello. Sorry, I guess I disconnected. My bad. But damn, they secured Johnson. Quite a tanky comp coming in from the side of Miyabai. They've got that Joy, they've got that Barats, they've got Balman, and they have Johnson to top it all off. A lot of tanky heroes. Actually, all these heroes are basically tanks. They're basically tanks, man. I am really looking forward to see what this last pick is going to be coming from the side of Miyabai.
They need a mage. They need a mage, yep. Something for the late game mage, and they are going in for Nana.
I'm not really sure if they should be, you know, Are they memeing or are they, is this calm for real?
I don't know, man. It seems real. Nana for the mid lane, mid. Jawhead Barats for the side lane. Johnson will be the tank, while Balmond will go in for the jungler. For now, the draft of Symphony looks much better. For now, the Claude was very good for the late game, as well as insane for bursting down those tank heroes. I personally would have preferred a carry in this situation. There are four tanks, and carry, nothing can defeat carry in killing the tanks. But then again, Claude is also a very good alternative. Look at the Ruby for the crowd control, Estes for the sustain, Whale for the burst. Rap, I absolutely have no idea who he's going to burst down in early game. He needs three. For in this situation, he needs four items to actually get in some damage on all the four tanks.
Man, that's actually quite a point you make there, because like Saber is gonna be having a really hard time. Even that Vale's gonna be having a hard time bursting anybody down with his damage, because the entire enemy comp is tanky. But instead, you have that Claude. With his DHS, he's gonna pose quite a threat for the entire enemy team comp. Johnson might survive with his shields, but for the other heroes, as for the other people in the side, oh, look at that Petrify coming in, and the blue buff of Symphony has been secured by the side of Mia by Johnson, looking to be the first casualty in this game. Look at that, Balman going for his spins, Saber coming in
Oh,
with the circling swords, getting Balman. That shall be the second. People just falling left, right, center right now. Claude doesn't have his blue buff. He's going to struggle a bit with the mana. But I don't think that'll be much of an issue soon once he gets his Demon Hunter sword and everything, because he's going to be dealing a lot of damage. His mana is not really going to make much of a difference at that point. But of course, for now, it's going to be quite a one-sided game for, the side of Symphony, because they have a lead no matter how small. Every hero of their team has got a lead because they got the assists, they got the kills. They were in that fight, they were in that skirmish, that buff contest, whatever you want to call it. But now you can see that the Balman has finally moved on. He's gone to his blue buff. So now we'll be seeing oh, look at that bot lane. I didn't even see that, but the Joy had gone for the full engage onto Ruby. Ruby falling down this time around to that Jawhead on the off lane. That will be quite devastating for the side of Symphony, because the turtle is up. Ruby will have to make a quick return to a lane. Gonna have to get a quick clear as well, because the turtle contest is gonna be pretty hot right now coming in from nearby. They have the lead now. They have totally turned the tides around with that Ruby kill in the bot lane. Turtle going down relatively fast, actually really fast, because like it's already down. Lethal counter coming in to secure it, and they seem to be looking to make a move onto the mid lane. Estes being caught out right over there by the side of nearby. GG with those ganks. They're really coming in hot onto the side of Symphony. Man, scared. That was quite a great total contest, wasn't it?
absolutely. They speed ran the turtle real quick. Lethal counter was used when the turtle had 600 HP. I don't think so. That was a very good decision at that point, since there was no possible contest coming in, and they had the vision of almost everyone of Symphony. There comes in the Johnson with his car. They need to stay aware of that boost as well. He can like literally come in within few seconds as he goes in over the Claude. There comes in Nana with the Molina Blitz, and the boomerang will secure the kill. Ruby coming in with I'm offended. Nana's passive has been used. She is going to escape for now. There is the Titanos welcome. Whale has been caught in. That's a very good knockback with the Balmond coming in. That's a double kill for the Barats. Blessing of the Moon Goddess was casted very late into that team fight, and it could not save any of the teammates. And this time it's been Saber will be caught out in the mid lane. That was a
Hmm.
very, very good rapid touchdown by Johnson.
I mean, that was quite the blunder by Estes, if you ask me, because he could have just backed off a little, waited for the Deadna's welcome to completely be used up by the Barats, but instead he walked right into it, got stunned by the Deadna's welcome. He wasn't able to save the whale on time. wasn't able to use his skills on time and was just taken down again. Johnson coming in with his car, getting clawed out of the fight right away. Man, this is quite the gameplay going on here with that Johnson. Not really seen him much recently, so this is quite a breath of fresh air. Seeing it Johnson used in a competitive environment. You can see Joy going in for the unstoppable force, getting that tail completely out of the team fight, picking him up. GG, well played. Johnson's coming into the car again, but this time around, he seems to be going for the right turn as he knows that both Ruby and Bale seem to be disengaging. Look at that. The turtle seems to be contested. Again, Miyabai going for straight away for the objective over anything else. No kills, nothing, just the objective. Look at that core coming into the blazing duet, trying to take out that mid lane, getting a bit of that recall taunt just for show. But that will be to no avail. Ruby going into that shutdown onto the Joy, but taken down by that Johnson using the rapid touchdown in the bot as well. Balman looking to be in a bit of a pinch here as he does take a lot of damage, getting taken down by the Claude towards the end. Vale using those wind sights really well, getting a lot of that Johnson's HP down, getting him ready for the slaughter by the Claude. Saber coming in, getting that triple sweep onto the Nana. Sadly, she does have Molina's gift. She does have that passive, but execute there coming in clutch to make sure that Saber secures that kill. Meanwhile, top turret taking a lot of damage from that barrage as it goes down. And that shall be one tier 1 turret taken down from both teams, because in the bot lane you can see that the Claude was shut down by that rapid touchdown from the Johnson as well as the turret damage, but the bot lane is taking a lot of heat as well. Balman coming in with the lethal counter, but the S is coming in with that clutch moonlight presence. Look at that amazing ulti as Balman's HP is swiftly melted by the entire team comp down in bot side. Lot of damage, lot of engages coming in from both teams. Look at that scared. Like, what is really going on in this match? Both teams are really going at it, aren't they?
Very aggressive early game shown by Mia Bhai for now, because that is what they need to do. Fight. They've got off fighters, fight the 4 fighter tanks. They need to go in for that aggressive game in the early phase, as only Johet, he wants to get in that ejector unstoppable force. They will get the Estes out of the picture, and the next one to fall will be the Ruby in the fight. Estes was the first casualty, and they're taking down the right target from the team fight, because Estes is a very massive sustain for Miyabai. Rapid touchdown yet again. Will be caught in the triple sweep by Saber. There's the lethal counter by Balman. Will catch absolutely no one with the blazing duet of Claude. Shutting down Nana. Not shutting down. Blazing duet of Claude. That shuts down Nana. Pardon me for my stupid English, guys. Pardon me for my stupid English. Turtle is up, and Balman seems to be the one going in for it right away. We might possibly see the contest from Symphony, as they have the numbers advantage for now. Crunchy, over to you.
True, Symphony does have the numbers advantage, but a lot of farm difference for their side. They have a 3K goal deficit when compared to the side of Miyabai. Look at that rapid touchdown coming hot onto the Saber, but it doesn't really land on its mark. But Molina will be enough to stop Saber from using his triple sweep, but it won't be up for the Claude's blazing duet as he goes in straight, gets the Molina's gift passive out. Barat's waiting in the bush for the Claude, gets him right away as the Veil does use that ultimate, does use the Hurricane, not the Hurricane, sorry, does use his ultimate to secure that damage onto the Barats and the Johnson. It won't be enough for a kill, but it will be enough to make them back off for now. Johnson, on the other hand, looking to come back to the fight, return to the fight instantly with that rapid touchdown. Man, this Johnson is being used really well by Miyabai. They're really going for those sets with that Johnson ulti. Look at that. Bale again going down to the side of Miyabai. That Johnson is really going hard on. He has no mercy for anybody who's caught out unawares. Man, this is like prime Johnson gameplay. I'd want this Johnson on my team despite my morbid hate for Johnson uses in solo queue, because this is really good all around. Oh, look at that. He came from the bush, but the Claude did have the BMI dash straight out of the way, but the Johnson still didn't crash. Man, that is some good driving coming in from him. at this point. Look at that nitro use, crashing in right into the Estes. Look at that though, Nana being shut down by that Ruby Run Wolf King, coming in clutch to get her down. Meanwhile, Claude going in with the blazing duet. Saber with the triple sweep, getting that Barat out of position. He's totally caught out and will be shut down over there. Double kill for that Claude. Meanwhile, Jawhead in the bot lane just taking a lot of turrets, taking a lot, dealing a huge blow to the side of Symphony. Oh, he seems to be coming for a place. Sakami from the back. He locks on with the unstoppable force onto the Claude. Gets him picked right out of the fight. What was that? Mia Bhai with man, their players are just so self-sufficient, man. They're each getting really amazing plays in their own respect. This is just a team that is really well-rounded, isn't it, Skid?
Absolutely. Even with that lineup, they're actually the ones in the goal lead of 4K. And look at the build of Jawhead. He's going crit build. He's got the Hunter Strike, he's got the Malefic Roar, and he had the Berserker's Fury, top lane Saber with the rapid touchdown. Will fall casualty to another attack by Symphony. There comes in the unstoppable force yet again. Estes will be the first one to fall. Blazing Duet will catch absolutely no one as Johnson and Baratz are really tanky. Nana comes in with a double kill 4-4-0 trade in the top side of the map. Lord will be up and Miabai will be directly going in for it. Now coming back to the item builds. It's Baratz who went with the Borax and a Wind of Nature. Nana has gotten her classic lightning, clock lightning combination rapid touchdown on the Ruby, triple sweep on the Johnson by Saver. They will take him down, that's for sure. Nana might fall in as the second casualty. She's got in her passive, will not help her retreat. Manila's Blitz might catch someone. No, he's well for the Estes. Look at the Lord. Mia Bhai going in to clear Lord really quickly. They will manage to speedrun the Lord very easily before Claude and Vale could reach them. There's the wind blow and the wind blades will not deal enough damage, but the saber will be the one to be taken down. Blessing of the Moon Goddess has been used. I feel like they will re-engage. Valmont will fall. That's a good 1-for-1 trade in the Lord Pit. And now Symphony will retreat. Crunchy, Wind Talker secured by Jawhead as well. What do you have to say about that build?
Not just whack picks with the Johnson and Nana, but also whack builds. These are confusing times, man. These are confusing times. Not really sure what Miyabai is planning to achieve, but it is working out in their favor somehow. Look at that Nana with that damage, but Estes with that heal. Will this be a reverse sweep? Yes, it shall. As Bharat and Johnson both fall victim to that triple sweep, coming in with the Birch. Finally, the shutdown onto the Jawhead. Meanwhile, Ruby does fall down to that insane damage coming in from the side of Miyabai. What is going on here? I mean, like right now, the scaling advantage that Symphony had all along with their Claude, with their Veil, is really coming to light, because they were really struggling in the early game with Claude, being their only carry. But now they do have enough damage. They do have that engage, not really the engage, more like the heal coming in from the Estes. So they're really just set for the late game right now. They're set to carry. They're set to make a lot of plays now. Johnson's rapid touchdown is not really going to make much of a difference now that the game has already progressed this far, but he still uses it nevertheless. Look at that Johnson rapid touchdown coming in from the top side. Maybe, just maybe, it might hit someone, but Claude does have that BMI, use it at the last second, baiting out the rapid touchdown. Meanwhile, Ruby really getting caught out, overextended in the bot side. Not really sure what she was trying to achieve there, but it didn't work out well for her. Now,
all right, Ranchi, we've got the information, and for the viewers, this one's for you. We're gonna have the giveaway in about 1 minute for now, so stay active in the chat. We're gonna have Nightbot asking you guys to select the number. There it is. The giveaway is live. Quickly go for it, guys. Quickly go for it. Tap the number, guess the number, and Crunchy, our caster, will be the first one to go and guess for it. All right. So now the mid lane inhibitor might be the one to actually. It's the only turret that's standing for now. Meanwhile, Team Miyabai, they've got this 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 turrets standing. Seven actually. It's a turret difference of 2 to 8 in favor of Miyabai. That's really something, man. The way they're pulling this out, Crunchy, with a
Mm,
lineup like that, and
o-
even in the late game with those
Okay, so
massive rapid touchdown, my friend.
I'm back from the giveaway. Thank you for that, announcing that. But now you're right, man. This comp is really just weird from the side of Miyabai, but the kind of success they're achieving with it is nothing to be scoffed at, man. Like they're really going all out with this comp right now.
Yes, absolutely. And we have the giveaway winner. It is going to be Kakshu. The lucky number was 61. He was the first one to guess it correctly. Congratulations, Kakshu. You are the winner of the giveaway. Please contact the moderators, K Right specifically, and he will tell you the further process. Congratulations, Kakshu. And guys, that's the giveaway for tonight. But then again, we'll be having similar giveaways tomorrow and the coming tournament days as well. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and yes, hit that bell notification. I don't usually say it, but I'm gonna say it now finally. Getting back into the game, Lord, yet again speedrun by Mia Bhai. Absolutely no contest coming in from Symphony. They might have to just go in for the retreat. I am seeing them in a very bad position. Rapid touchdown on the assist, securing the perfect target. Blessing of the Moon Goddess, but no one's in the range for now. It's a assist. He will be taken down. Saber has been taken care of by Jawhead. Claude extremely low. Barats is going on the chase. BM. I will not be able to save him. Estes extremely low. Balman with the lethal counter securing no kill at this point, but will get the HP back for him to survive. Lord is coming in from the top side. Rapid test already yet again. He goes in yet again with the boost, but it's in the turret. He might. Oh, that's a beautiful unappointed by Ruby, securing a massive shutdown on the jawhead. There comes in Balman with a lethal counter, but blessing of the Moon Goddess again at the perfect possible time with the wind blow, wind sub, and wind blade getting a kill on the Balmond. Major turnaround coming in, but the minions coming from each and every lane. Johet might just go in for the base, sneaking through the backside. As he goes in, there comes the I am offended with the Saber triple sweep. Lord is in the base. It's just need one more hit. Balmond will have to retreat as he's being zoned out by that Saber. Minions coming in, and that's one hit by the Lord on the base. Symphony could not defend that Lord Crunchy.
Man, that was quite the match, man. Like that comp, I don't even know what to say about it, man. Just GG, I guess. Just GG.
My goodness. My goodness. What was that? What was that? I can't even believe base was just one hit and there were actually two people in front of the Lord, but yet Lord went in to hit on the base. Just insane. Just absolutely insane. What a match from these two teams. We saw very good plays, very good outplays coming in from both the sides. But in the end, it was Mia Bhai who were the victors in this match. They will move forward in the tournament while the journey for Symphony will end right now. That's highly unfortunate, but then again, good game from Mia Bhai, especially with that kind of composition. They had the early aggression. They knew the speed ran the Lord very quickly. They had the tankiness from Johnson. Those rapid touchdowns were on point each and every time. Jawhead going in with a crit build gets the MVP in this match. That's actually surprising because you don't see Jawhead going with a crit build, but he just went in with this one. He actually dealt a major crit blows at very important times as well, securing trades. Either it's going to be 2 for 1 or it's 1 for 1, but he took down one person each and every time. Massive plays coming in from both the teams. Congratulations to Miyabai and good luck to Symphony for the future tournament. That's gonna be it, guys. Kakshu is the giveaway winner. So we're gonna have just two matches for the evening. Two of the matches that were gonna be held today will take place tomorrow. So make sure to join the stream at same time. That's gonna be 9 p.m. And please subscribe to the channel Colt Esports. We need and hit that bell notification, subscribe button and bell notification. Just hit it as hard, just so your phone screen break. Just the similar thing happened with one of our fans on the first day, and I've been saying this again and again. I'm gonna continue to say it until the tournament ends. Just show show the dedication like that person. Just smash it, smash that subscribe button, like the stream. We're gonna catch you guys tomorrow. Thank you all for tuning in, and a very good night.